today's live is extra spooky, obviously. A little different than what we have been doing. So as you come on in, get comfortable. We've got definitely something really exciting planned. A lot of you have actually already been shopping. But today we have a surprise. This is a full-on Halloween moment up in here, and it's definitely Halloween. So as you come on in, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Say hi. We are linking everything up. I actually have Rachel with me today behind the camera answering commentary, and I'm going to pull up Facebook. We're getting that linked up right now so that I can see your comments there. That was me on another live. There we go. Maybe, hopefully we're there. So, like I said, as you're coming in, definitely say hi in the comments, and I want to hear from you. I've got so many exciting things, including kind of like the next couple days. So like today and tomorrow, I have the best of fall blends that I'm going to be presenting you with, a lot of Halloween spooky blends and then some. If you are new to me, I want to welcome you on in. I am Beth Hanner, live actually Monday through Friday, so every single day during the week here at Pink Zebra Home. And we're always talking about our amazing wax sprinkles and so many other things. So today we actually have, hi Victoria, hi Dee. We have a Halloween sale that just started. It's actually really great. There's a lot of things included in that. So I'm going to walk you guys through each and every single product and a lot of the things that are available. This is definitely a really great sale. So I've got a lot of stuff behind me as well, so I'll be roping that in. If you have, there's some amazing fragrances, aren't there? So really great stuff. So if you have questions, just drop those down in the comments. Rachel will be able to see. Hi Sherry, how are you? Good to see you today. I will have a blending board for you tomorrow, so surprise. I actually have, I think, 15 recipes. So some of the greatest from the fall, and some really great ones that are kind of geared towards Halloween, and these fragrances and then some. So look for that tomorrow afternoon. Plus way more excitement throughout this week. It's definitely a great day here at Pink Zebra Homes. So yes, happy Halloween sale is right. So do we have some people up in here coming through, Rachel?
Yes, they are so excited about the sale.
On the ticky-tack? Yeah, I am too, because a lot of these fragrances they're incredible, and we're going to talk about them. So I'm ready to get started. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dive right on in. As always, if you do place an order, let me know. I'm nosy. I want to know what you're ordering. That first and foremost. And then as you order, remember, I do bag drops. I actually have a ton of bags going out in your orders from over the weekend and on Friday and all the things combined. So definitely a great day to order up some great Halloween fragrances and then some. So we're going to start right here with this fragrance family that I have here. I'm going to talk about the scents. And I want you to keep in mind too that you've seen these fragrances, but a lot of the blends that I'm going to show you and such, you haven't seen. So a lot of these fragrances you have seen, so I'm not going to go into great detail, but I am going to talk about what's on sale, right? So Blood Orange Pomegranate is the first fragrance that is a part of the sale. I've got 4 formats, y'all. Isn't that crazy awesome? I love this fragrance. To be honest, I was excited to see this make a return. Well, make a appearance into the sale, and actually it did return from last year. It's very pretty. This has got a nice, I like the citrus note at the front. So tangerine, pomegranate juice, and sandalwood are your fragrance notes. Available in 2 different formats here. I've got sprinkles in a carton as well as in a bag. So here at Pink Zebra Home, me too, I talk all the time about how important it is to purchase in a carton. And I'm going to tell you why, because you actually do save a fair amount of money when you buy it in a carton. So especially today. So you're going to see that I think this carton right here is showing up as $31, which is $5 off the retail. But you get about 4 bags of sprinkles in 1 carton. So 384 hours of fragrance time in that 1 carton versus 96 hours in a bag. So huge, big deal, as far as the longevity of the carton. This is a fantastic fragrance. It's really pretty. It's really unique and different. I love the pomegranate. It's very pretty. It's got a bright fragrance to it, and I like the sandalwood at the very tail end. So 2 fragrance formats for sprinkles that are on sale, as well as 2 fragrance formats. We have a diffuser oil. So I've talked about these forever because this is my favorite product that we have in the line. I absolutely love it. Diffuser oil is our liquid fragrance line as well as room spray. So if you're looking for a great fragrance for fall that is fall, Halloween, that is going to come in multiple formats, grab that. I do have a recipe that we're going to do here, I think maybe in a little bit. I don't know if it's either here today or tomorrow that we'll do that recipe as well. So, all right. I'm going to move on to this next section, making its way into the sale. We'll say creeping its way into the sale, right? Creeping its way into the sale is Blueberry Muffin. Very fun. I like the caramel fragrance that's at the tail end of this. So this one is, again, full on Halloween, but Halloween bakery. So this has a really pretty blueberry fragrance note that's in this. So you got blueberry muffin at the front, followed by sugar, and then caramel drizzle are your fragrance notes. I really love that a lot. I feel like that's a fragrance that you can use in multiple different ways. I want to say we did a lot with this with some amaretto cream earlier, whenever that actually initially launched. But you have two fragrance formats right here. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kathy. Hi, everyone. Be sure to say hey when you pop on. Sorry, I get excited when you guys say hey. So we have sprinkle bag and sprinkle carton, okay? Lots of good stuff today. If you are just tuning in, we are talking about the sale, the Halloween sale that started this morning at 10 a.m. Surprise! Huge Halloween sale, so lots of good stuff. Okay. Let me know what they're saying, Rachel, if they got any questions or whatnot, definitely. I do have my phone back here too. So like I said, as y'all are tuning in and placing orders, let me know in the comments what you're ordering. Next up, we're going to be talking about candy corn. While I'm introducing this fragrance and speaking on it, it only comes in a carton, but I need to know, are you team candy corn or team no? Because I feel like this is one of those candies. I feel like everyone is team Reese's peanut butter cup. Come on.
Totally okay. Candy corn.
All right, you're team
totally candy corn.
You love candy corn?
I love it.
Do you know what? So I'm from Illinois, right? And I don't know if this is a Midwest thing, but I shared this last year and they looked at me cross-eyed, so I think it might be. We mix our candy corn with peanuts in Illinois. And if you have not tried it, you must try it because it is like eating a payday candy bar. It's like a nice, I got a candy corn girl. It's a nice balance between, sweet and salty, right? So if you're a sweet and salty person, try candy corn and regular salted peanuts.
That sounds really good.
It is
I've
good.
never tried it, but I will have to.
It is habit forming, big time, habit forming. Really, really good. All right, so I love this fragrance. I feel like this is one of those fragrances that definitely depicts exactly what it's supposed to smell. You love candy corn? Yes, Sherry knows what I'm talking about.
You're getting a lot of shout outs for that recipe.
Woohoo! All right, do it. If you haven't tried it, don't knock it until you try it. Hey, Kim, what's up? All right, so candy corn craze. Sugar, caramel, and vanilla extract smells exactly like candy corn. Love that. Only available in a carton, okay? So definitely grab that one up. I have a recipe we're going to do here really quick with that scent. So I'm going to pull out a couple fragrances. I wanted to give you guys a bunch of different ones. Like I said, I created some of these are new, and some of them are like for today and tomorrow's lives, you're going to see kind of like my favorite throwback fall recipes. So you're welcome. Put that together for y'all. All right, we're going to grab up espresso martini and warm milk and honey for this one. Listen, friends, okay? Both of these fragrances, this espresso martini, if you're a lover of coffee like me, this is spot on, okay? And then warm milk and honey. This is kind of like a cinnamon fresh baked bread fragrance. And so we're going to mix the three of these together, candy corn craze, espresso martini, and warm milk and honey. And we are going to create a fragrance called Haunted Bakery. I think I did good with naming that one. Sometimes I don't do as well as I would hope, but that one I think I can roll behind. So, alrighty. So the sale items are $9. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Jennifer, for answering that question. Yeah, there's some really good stuff. Oh, you put candy corn and Chex Mix? That sounds good too. Throw in a little bit of peanuts with that. not peanuts. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, definitely throwing peanuts. M&Ms. That's where
someone else said M&Ms.
M&Ms is delicious. Yeah, now I'm going to be hungry for all the things I shouldn't eat. Okay, so we're just going to use sprinkles then. That's the safest non-calorie version. Haunted Bakery. So I did 2 scoops of that warm milk and honey. That fragrance actually came out. When did that come out? Was that in August? I think it was in August. I could be wrong. But it's gorgeous because it has that beautiful, like I said, fresh baked bread fragrance to it. You love coffee. I do too, Irma. I definitely do. That's fantastic. Haunted Bakery. So you have espresso martini, candy corn craze, and this warm milk and honey. What I love about that fragrance, though, that warm milk and honey, is that I feel like it's such a beautiful gourmand fragrance that blends really well with a lot of different things. And, you know, as we kind of continue to roll into the rest of the year, well, and always, that's kind of what makes us so unique, you know, is that you have the ability to customize your own fragrance with Pink Zebra. So as I talk to you guys and give you recipes, and I know a lot of you do, our consultants, big shout out to our consultants, we love you. You guys are really creative with what to blend and then some. So as we continue on, you know, or if you're brand new to us and you didn't know that, that's what we're known for, is the ability to customize your own scent. So, woo, that's wonderful. All right, Haunted Bakery. Okay, so that is really good. I wish you had smell-o-vision. It smells good, trust me. It's really good. If you're looking to buy this or any of the stuff that I'm talking about too, head over to pinkzebrahome.com and you'll see everything listed under the sale tab, Halloween sale, and then with this exact recipe, you would have to add in espresso martini to your cart and then warm milk and honey. So really good fragrance. This is going to go in somebody's package. I'll set it there for now. Okay, and we're going to move on to one of my favorite fragrances. I was so excited that this actually made its way to the sale because I absolutely love this fragrance. It is gorgeous. This is Caramel Cauldron. It reminds me a lot of the original caramel fragrance that I fell in love with when I started with Pink Zebra, started buying Pink Zebra. It's like everything and then some. Buttery caramel, brown sugar, creamy vanilla, all of the things. Caramel Cauldron, definitely a decadent, rich caramel fragrance. You will love it. And then it's also available in a bag of sprinkles. So 2 different formats there. If you buy anything at all from this sale, definitely buy that fragrance. I was like super excited that was actually, that was on sale. All right, so Fairground Treat. I'm going to give you a recipe with this scent, and then we're going to continue on. Fairground Treat. So we have Caramel Cauldron, and then I'm going to pull in this candy corn fragrance that we just talked about, and I'm going to pull in my favorite, pumpkin bread. Okay? Pumpkin bread is wonderful. So again, another amazing fall staple. Notes of spiced pumpkin, clove, and warm cinnamon. Okay, so we're going to blend the 3 of these together, and I'm going to make Fairground Treat. The 3 of these together. So you've got, your candy corn has a little bit of that, like they're very similar fragrance to this like they're not similar, but they've fragrance notes that are complementary of each other. And then this is just going to be completely tied in with that pumpkin bread. Just place your order. Dee, what did you do? What did you do? What did you buy? I would love to hear it. That's so exciting because there's some really great stuff. All right. Fairground Treat, pumpkin bread, candy corn, and caramel cauldron. This is delicious, right? So again, this is a new recipe. Some of these you have seen before. Some of them you have not. I have a total of 15. I'll be giving that to you tomorrow afternoon on the board. So I worked hard for that for you guys and then some. So grab your fragrances today and tomorrow. Oh, that is so pretty. Love that. I love pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread is, I think, a must for everyone. So so a lot of Team Candy Corn people up in here, huh? A lot of people saying they do that with the peanuts. Yeah? Candy corn and peanuts?
Oh, yeah.
Candy corn, M&Ms.
Now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry for all of those
Sugar,
things.
Chocolate, all the things, definitely. All right. So gotta love that caramel cauldron. All right, we're gonna continue on down. I'm gonna have Rachel's gonna pull me down a little bit further, and as we're gonna talk about some of these other fragrances that I've got here. Keep in mind too that it's not just fragrance today. That I am getting ready to talk about some really amazing accessories that are also part of this sale. So if you guys are looking for some great deals on some Halloween items, I've got you covered today. So definitely exciting stuff. All right. Next up here, I have Ghost Berries. Ghost Berries, definitely a different blueberry fragrance than what I just introduced, okay? I'm going to tell you why. So you have sugared berries, gold pie crust with some vanilla are your fragrance notes in this. And I feel like with this one, I think there's a difference in the blueberry. There's definitely a difference. It's very pretty. I think the two of them would combine very well to make a gorgeous fragrance. But available in two different formats here. So I have a carton and a bag of sprinkles. So very, very nice fragrance. Was originally introduced as part of, I think, the Halloween collection last year. Definitely a must-have as well. So, all right. I'm going to introduce you to the top seller so far today on the sale. Ghostly Marshmallow. You guys have given it so much love. I was actually checking before the live. And y'all are really eating up on this Ghostly Marshmallow, which tells us maybe we need to have a marshmallow fragrance all the time. I don't know. Send that in ideas and feedback if you're vibing with me right now. I'm just saying. Okay, let's talk about it. It really doesn't need an introduction because it's basically like the most delicious marshmallow smell ever. It's gorgeous. Spun sugar, fluffy marshmallow with some caramelized sugar. So, so good. I think you can go so many different ways with this. This blends really well. Obviously, it's a gourmand fragrance. You know, it's so your caramels, your pumpkin breads, even like warm apple pie, any of that would blend well. But you could also blend this with like a coffee fragrance and make, you know, something with that. I think it would also blend really well with fruit. Really pretty. It's perfect by itself. So if you've ever smelled it, you know how amazing it is. It does have a very sweet smell, but it's really nice. Keep it all year round. I know, it's so good.
You're getting so many hearts for all of that.
All right, you guys, I got you. I know, it's a very, very great fragrance. And it's on sale. Like, what a better time to buy it, right? So if you haven't experienced it, go get you some. 2, 3, we didn't stop at 2. 3 formats, y'all. 3 formats. Hey, Debbie, I see you. Hocus Pocus did smell good. I liked it too. All right, bag of sprinkles here. Carton of sprinkles. Remember, this is add a carton to cart day. Trust me. I usually say it at night, but this is add a carton. Definitely add the carton. You want the carton of it. It might, I don't know. Dare I say it sold out? It might sell out. Ooh.
This is all while supplies last, right? I think
so. Yeah. I mean, you better be running. Run to the website. If you run for any reason today, run to the website. Okay, so you got two fragrance formats of sprinkles available. And then my absolute favorite, we're going to move down the line and talk about reed diffusers. This cute little plum reed diffuser. Perfect color for fall. I really, really love that. I love that little guy. I love reed diffusers for multiple reasons. But I'm going to introduce the diffuser oil to you. I was talking about this. I talk about it all the time. It's my favorite, one of my favorite formats. This and sprinkles, obviously. You see me. The bag sold out. Oh my goodness, Mia. I didn't realize that. Okay. Ghostly Marshmallow in a diffuser oil. So that's our liquid fragrance line. Can be used in multiple different ways. Announcement. Wall hugs, everyone. Wall hugs made a return. Can we get a raise the roof? I mean, definitely. Lots of us were waiting on that to return, myself included. So that's my favorite way to utilize our diffuser oil. But I also use the reed diffusers because they're fantastic. So think small spaces, anywhere that you want to pop a fragrance for in an effortless way. So, you know, I would sit this on a 3-tiered tray in the corner of my kitchen. I actually have one, I have a pine cone now, maybe on the ledge, you know, I think it's by my kitchen sink, just for added decor. These are wonderful. So really, really fun way. You probably would easily be able to fit a full bottle into this little guy. So this is the plum reed diffuser. It launched, I'm not sure exactly when, but it is part of the sale today. So part of the Halloween collection, I would say probably in July. Hi, Kaylina. How are you? Marshmallow bags are sold out. What? Oh my goodness. All right. So definitely you see there, it's already demand. There's a big demand. I love this little dude. I don't think this is necessarily one that you would have to even put away. It's a gorgeous color. I think you could leave that out all year round. Hi, Janice. How are you today? All right. This guy creeped up on me. All right, so we're going to talk about simmer pots for a few and some accessories. I have a whole section, and then at the very tail end, I've got more fragrances. I'm not even close to being done today. I'm gonna call this guy. This is a Texas size spider. I swear that I have seen them this large in my driveway. Oh, probably not.
I never thought about
but
that.
I feel like he is Texas size.
Totally.
We do things a little bigger down here, bug wise. That's the only negative. That's the only negative to living here, that our bugs are large. I'm just teasing. So this is actually a cute version. So this is the itsy bitsy spider, right? Yes, itsy bitsy spider simmer pot. Okay, so here at Pink Saver Home, we have two different warmers. You have simmering lights, and then simmer pots. This is a simmer pot, and he's got, of course, 8 legs. He's our little 8-legged friend. Your sprinkles are going to set in the dish right here, and then it's heated with a hot plate. So this is a simmer pot, so it actually can be removed from the legs. Like if I wanted to take the legs off, and I could set in here as well if I didn't want to put him on the legs, but I think the legs are kind of what makes him a spider. So we set him back on there. And then you're just going to fill it with your favorite fragrance. You know, I could add up 3 scoops is always a suggested use. So I'm going to add up, we'll do 2 scoops of that ghostly marshmallow since y'all are really eating it up. And then I'm going to add in a little caramel cauldron to that. And we're going to say that this is a fantastic recipe. I don't know how you wouldn't love this. This is caramel and marshmallow. I think it's just going to be definitely wonderful. There you go. That was a bonus recipe. That was a bonus Beth blend. How long is the sale for? How long is the sale for? I think it runs through the week, doesn't it?
Friday.
It's all the way through Friday. Yes.
At 11:59 p.m.
Friday at 11:59 p.m. There you go. Okay. Definitely. You got a bag of juniper kisses? Ooh, that was a good one, Kaylina. I love that one. So, all right, so that's your itsy bitsy spider. So now we're going to talk simmering lights and these incredible accent shades. So if you've been waiting, here's your sign. Here's your moment right now. Both of these are on sale and part of the Halloween sale. Introducing the 2 haunted mansions that we introduced back in July. All right, so let's talk about these for a second. This one that I have over here is the detail is absolutely wonderful. I actually want to say this is the Spooky Mansion and the Haunted Mansion. So Haunted Mansion made its way back into the line last year around this time. Well, actually it was back in July. And it was too popular and too amazing to not feature. So accent shades set over the top of a simmering light, and they can be paired up with about any simmering light that you want. Here we have this light is absolutely amazing. So this is the black drip simmering light that it's paired up with. Gorgeous. You guys have loved this ever since it came out. I'm gonna give it a shut on and off. Very, very pretty. It gives you the illumination of an actual black drip candle, right? So a little bit almost kind of like a plum color, I feel like shines through with that. That's just a really, really cool simmering light. So simmering light, and then of course simmer pot, the spider. So this is going to heat with a light bulb. You always have your choice of base. So this is also a part of the sale. So a great time to get it. And look at the detail in this. So you've got windows all the way around. If I wanted to, Rachel's going to come in close. I could give you guys a turn with this. Okay, but like, look, check that out. See how that just illuminates through the windows, the light does, which if I paired up a different light with that, so like I'm gonna grab some of these other ones. Also making its way is the glossy burnt orange simmering light as well. So I know I wanted to pull this one out because it's that amazing. Look at this guy. Right, so I want to show you though, like once you, from the back, look at that, how awesome that is. Right, so I think personally, I've been calling that the little black dress of simmering lights. How amazing is that? Like, you definitely need that in your life because it's just, the way that I feel like that's it, Rachel. I don't know about you.
That is gorgeous.
The way that shines through.
It does. It comes through.
Definitely. And so we've got other ones as well. Let's see here. So then making its way as well back to the line is the Skull Mosaic. Look at this guy. Okay, Skull Mosaic simmering light. It's like we had talked about these so often, and then I kind of forgot how awesome some of these are. This is another one. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the accent shade over the top. Okay, I think this might be one of those. I mean, you could definitely see it, that if you like the detail of it, you might want to maybe leave it out or pair it up with your favorite skull. Okay, this is a feminine skull. She's got a crown of roses. This is the Pearl Skull accent shade, also on sale. All right, so let's pair her up. She launched at the same time. I think that might be really pretty. Yeah. Okay, and so if I wanted to too as well, I can also turn this, and then just to give you guys an idea, then it's going to shine through a little differently with the skull. So you can see through her eyes, she's got all the purple. Lots of detail with this. Skulls, we've had a lot of skulls over the course of the 12 years that I've been a part of Pink Zebra. They always do really well. And she's not as spooky as some of them, but definitely one to add to your collection. Same thing goes for these amazing haunted mansions. All right, so introducing as part of the sale as well, some of you have been waiting for this. This is the Spooky Haunted Mansion. Very, very wonderful accent shade. The detail in this is absolutely amazing. This is a very heavy duty. A lot of you have created kind of collections of the holiday gingerbread houses over the course of the years. This is something that you can add to your collections. Like I think we're going to start to see collector items as we continue on throughout the years, which is fun, as well as the gnomes that you know. But this is, I want to pick it up and show you. This is a really heavy accent shade. There's just so much detail in this. But you can see how large it is, definitely as I'm holding it. But you've got, little pumpkins here all the way across the front. It's got all open windows. I think this was probably my favorite out of all of them just because of the detail in it. And then you've got your skeletons here across. Definitely gives you spooky vibes. I like the column. What do we call this? I can't remember what we called this. This pillar? Like this part of the castle almost. Like the spook that it gives. And then I'm going to give it a spin here. But what I think I love the most about this one is the back side of it. So like if you had this on a table that, if you're going to be having like a Halloween themed party, right? You definitely want to turn this to where people can see it all the way around. I'm going to show this. Obviously this is the 3D ghost here. So I'll show it. I'll show you what it looks like with that. But I really wanted you guys to see it paired up with the glossy burnt orange. And then also the candle, drip, because it definitely gives a different look. I personally can't decide. It's I like the two. I like it all, but what my favorite is. Probably I think that glossy black is my favorite, this one here. But I'm going to show you. I want you to see it from behind because it's definitely one of those. So in case you missed it, it's part of the sale, so definitely a great time to buy it. But you can see how it shines through the windows. Is that shown on camera?
It's really pretty, yeah.
Awesome. It's just wonderful. Okay. And then, of course, here's the front. I'll do it a little spinneroo so you guys can see what the front looks like. Okay. And just the quality in that is just a really well-made piece of decor. That's what I love so much. Can't see good because of the words. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. She's saying it needs to be elevated a little bit. Can you know what, Sandra, I tell you what, you're watching over on Facebook. If you're on your phone, if you swipe to the right, you should be able to not see the comments. Do that. Because that way you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm going to, the purple, you like the purple? Okay. Well, let me show you what the orange looks like, right? You can see the light bulb there that is heating this, simmering light. Okay, and so this here is the orange, which I don't know. I mean, it definitely adds.
Ooh.
It's kind of hard. It's like, which one do you like? You know, you definitely have your choice right there. So, oh my goodness, all these other ones I haven't even shown too as well. So while you're deciding on which one of those that you love, I'm going to actually pull out a couple more accent shades that are also part of the sale. That I want to talk about. We have, this is the really fun one. Okay. This one has been a huge seller. I could not even believe that it was even still available because it is incredible. So this is a stacked pumpkin as well. So also part of the sale today. Look at that. So for those of you non-spooky Halloween people, but this is definitely for you. Very, very cute. You like the mansion? I do too, Ashley. It's definitely wonderful. So this is the stacked pumpkin here. So you have orange on the bottom, black, and then white. Just a really cute little pumpkin for those of us that like pumpkins. So very, very fun, definitely.
And that looks gorgeous with the orange
Does it look
simmering light underneath.
I don't know that we originally paired it up with that because I don't think that the glossy orange was out at that time.
No, they may have been different times.
It definitely, it's very, very cute, right? With our simmering lights, you always have your choice too of base. And so what's nice about what I'm showing is that you have so much versatility with the accent shades. Like, as you see, it's just your personal preference on which one you like better. All right, we have two more accent shades that I definitely want to show. This one is definitely an amazing one. Okay, so much fun. Reversible pumpkin, reversible pumpkin. So here with this one, right now you would have I would call this the happy pumpkin side. Okay, this is an open concept. So you see here, you can see that orange simmering light actually coming on both sides. So if you pair it up like that, and then you can give it a spinaroo, and you instantly have Halloween. Okay, fun, so fun. So just depends on whatever one, whatever time of year it is, and then some. What I think I like about this one, I'm going to blow your mind. I do like the orange with it, but this is my favorite, hands down. That right there is everything. Look at how beautiful that is. I love that one. So I remember when we originally launched this and we brought it back on a vault show, it was just, it's so cool. It's so spooky. It's definitely, hi Linda. Hi Sandy, how are you? Yeah, a lot of good deals going on right now, friends. Definitely don't sleep on them. So lots of good stuff going on. So yeah, this is the black candle drip. I really love how it's paired up. I want to see if Facebook will catch up here in just a second, so everybody can kind of see. And like I said, it's open all the way, so you can see that black light shine through. If we were to shut off the lights, it would be a little bit easier to see, but we don't have the means to do so today. But yeah, definitely one of those that you don't want to sleep on. And last but not least, definitely another fancy lady coming to the party. Look at this guy. This is a nice one. Woohoo! All right, that is large and in charge. Such a fun accent shade. Hi Kima, we're just talking about all these amazing things that are on sale, part of the Halloween sale today. It's been so much fun, so come on in. You love this one with the black drip? I do too, Jennifer. Jennifer is commenting over on Facebook about that accent shade that I just showed. It's definitely my favorite as well. Yeah, it's very pretty. This is fun stuff right here. So when we originally launched this, we said we could actually add some candy to the hat, to add some fun, a fun little twist. I would be hesitant to put any chocolate on that because if you're going to heat this and use it the way that it's designed, it would definitely melt the chocolate probably, or it could. But just, it's a fun accent shade. What I love about our accent shades is that they're so decorative and they're so fun and they're so incredible, to add that little pop of decor that we're all looking for. So lots of detail with this one. This is the masked pumpkin. On the hat, I want to call this out. As you guys get it, you'll be able to see here, it's got glitter. It's like almost like an iridescent glitter there. And then you've got stars all the way around. So it definitely gives a little bit of a glam look here. It's just so much fun. So for those of us that like spooks, I think I like the look of the tin as well. You know, if you wanted to give it a turn too, I'm going to see if we can just do that. We can definitely do that. If you're somebody that is like, just if you wanted to put it out right now and you didn't want it to be spooky, you know, the backside of it is actually pretty adorable as well. So you could turn it around like any of them really if you wanted to. So definitely turn it around. All right. We had some more simmer pots and such too that I'm going to pull out and just talk about while we're on to warmers in the warmer section. So for those of us that like a good simmer pot, that's me. I like a good simmer pot and a good simmering light. We added in a lot of those to the sale. So in case you missed that, look at that little guy. I think it's the party cat. That is adorable as well. So she's got a cute little purple hat and her wax sprinkles. She's already filled up with a caramel apple blend that I feel like I put in there whenever I initially talked about it. Very, very cute. Heats in that little dish with a hot plate. So she is a simmer pot, part of the sale as well. The Itsy, this is the Itsy Bitsy Spider or Creepy Crawler? Creepy Crawler. We had two spider simmer pot, or yeah, two spider simmer pots. I couldn't remember. This is the Creepy Crawler simmer pot, also part of the sale as well. So cute. She's got a cute little black widow. Can you show us the diffuser gold on the left? Yes, I'm just not there just yet. I definitely will, Gwen. Yeah, hang tight, okay? I'm almost there, and we will talk about it. So definitely lots of different ways, you know, to utilize simmer pots, and then so many different simmer pots as part of the collection. So definitely take a peek at that. The party cat, also, again, look at this guy, all right? So cute. All right, so lots and lots and lots of simmer pots. And I'll probably start talking about some of these as well tomorrow. The simmer pots go into a little bit greater detail because we had a lot that are actually on the website. Plus, I have a lot more recipes that I know we're not going to get to today. So definitely stay tuned. Mr. Dapper Bones, stop it. Look at him. So adorable. Making his way into the line as well. This is a reed diffuser, much like this one here, okay? So this is the candlestick reed diffusers. Reed diffusers are going to utilize our diffuser oil. What I think I love about this guy is that the reeds are really fun. So these are really big and chunky reed diffuser reeds that are going to soak up all of that fragrance and then just completely throw it wherever you need fragrance. So two different adorable ways to diffuse our oil. This guy is he is so much fun.
I'm going to zoom in. There's so much detail there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of detail with him.
Here, can you hold it up?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so very, very cute. Your reeds are, you know, right off to the side. He's a little smaller, but so cute. I want you to think like, you know, adding him up to your table where you have your haunted mansion. You know, if you're going to do like a Halloween themed party, this would be so cute to add. Or even like in your guest bathroom, you know, with your favorite scent of diffuser oil. I have lots of favorites. So if you need to know a favorite, just ask. Definitely. I love that one so much. It's so cute. Definitely a lot of charm with him and a lot going on and then some. So definitely don't sleep on him. And then this I feel like has a level of elegance really to it. So definitely a nice big chunky reed diffuser. Set that on your dining room table. Set that on your buffet. I could see this, you know, anywhere really. Just anywhere that you're wanting a little pop of fragrance. So, and then some. All right. Also too, we're on to reed diffusers. We can't ignore the coffin. So we had another collection. This is the coffin reed diffuser. Very, very fun one, making a return to the sale. Already on the side, but making a addition to the sale. Lots of creep going on, lots of spook. It says Home Sweet Home on the front. Traditional black coffin reed diffuser. Yes, I knew I brought my water. Give me just a second. Let me know what you think so far, what you guys are buying in the sale. I always love to hear from you. If you are just tuning in, come on in. We are having a lot of fun. I'm getting ready to go into a little bit more detail with some of these fragrances, and we might do some blending here. So,
Teresa says she loves her coffin reed diffuser.
Teresa, I did too. It's cute.
And Mr. Dapper Bones is also getting a lot of love.
Sorry, you get to talking and then you just need some water. Definitely need some water. All right, we're going to move on down. I have a fragrance. It's part of the line that I absolutely love. I love a good citrus smell. That is one of my favorites. I love it year round. And this is definitely check marking that box. All right, so Gummy Ghoul added to the sale. Very, very pretty fragrance. Very fresh. I remember when it launched, I fell in love with it. I feel like orange fragrances, citrus fragrances are bright. They're happy. They're uplifting. They give me like almost like clean house vibes, you know, and then some. So you have notes of candied orange, gummy peach ring, and spooky vanilla sugar. That's what I think is really hooking me with this fragrance, is that it's not 100% citrus, but it has that pop of vanilla. So yeah, that's just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous scent right there. So if you're looking for a great orange citrus scent, this would be right up your alley. What I think I like about that as well is that citrus and orange scents, of course, are year round. But this is something that you could do a lot of blending with now. And then in the Christmas season, this would be beautiful with some cinnamon and some aspen pine. Pairing it up with, even if you wanted to make it like a gourmand fragrance, it would be really good. We're gonna stick to the, actually, I'll do this one here. Did I get blood orange pomegranate? We introduced that in the very beginning. I'm gonna stick to the spook theme, and I'm gonna give you Wicked Potion, okay? So let me grab up this blood orange pomegranate. We're gonna mix a little bit of that in with some Gummy Ghoul. And then I'm going to pull out black cherry. So black cherry has been around for quite a while. This is probably one of the richest fragrances that I feel like we've ever had. You have notes of tart cherry, fruity berry, and sugar. This is like spot on one of the best smelling cherry fragrances. And so we're going to mix the three of these together. And what I think this will do is definitely pull in that citrus note all the way across. But I think the black cherry will tie it in. So I'm calling this one Wicked Potion. Okay, and this will be a part of that board that I give you tomorrow with all those fragrance recipes on it, and then some. Probably have to do 2 sides actually, because I got 15 recipes.
What?
I know, I was busy.
15?
I started as soon as I started Friday afternoon actually, and then I finished this morning making them. So definitely put together a bunch for the Halloween season. We gotta have spooky, right? We gotta have spooky recipes. And then some of them are just some old tried and true favorites that I've had from whenever we launched some of these other fragrances. Yeah, that's so fun. Okay, if you like cherry, this has got a fruity spin to it. Obviously, you've got a lot of fruits going on. You got black cherry, you got citrus, you got some blood orange, pomegranate. Very, very pretty fragrance all the way around. Okay, so 3 scents in this one. That black cherry is going to pull in together with the citrus from this. Beautifully, definitely complement it, and then some. Black cherry is also another fragrance, as you know, that is always going to stay around. It's a signature fragrance, but it's one that you have to watch, kind of like cinnamon and your aspen pine, because it can take over an entire bag. It's not doing that here, but because it's such a strong, it's a gorgeous fragrance. You don't want your entire recipe to smell like black cherry. So just keep that in mind as you're blending. So do I post all of my recipes, Gwen? Sometimes I do. So occasionally, if I tell you that I'm going to do a blending board, I'm going to give you a blending board. I won't have that until tomorrow afternoon. So everything that I'm talking about today, yes. So all of these, you will have a blending board. So I don't do that on the daily. It would be crazy. But I do give you one at least once a week. So just so you know, okay? All right. Actually, you might have 2 now that I just remembered something. You might have 2 this week. How about it? Good for you guys. You might see 2. Okay. Autumn Gathering and Black Cherry is top notch. Oh, you're welcome, Mia. I love it that you left that one. I do. That is a good recipe. That Autumn Gathering actually has that second fragrance note that's in there. That's definitely what's pulling that black cherry, because that's really, really pretty. So definitely. All right, Midnight Moon. Midnight Moon making its way into the sale. Amber is your front note with this, so of course, naturally, I'm going to love it. Such a pretty fragrance. Paired up with some crisp air and some evergreen. This is definitely, the name on this one I think can be deceiving, because I think that the evergreen, a lot of times we think that has to be Christmas, and in this situation, it's really not. It's just giving it that fresh smell. So again, made its way into the line and into the sale. Very good. I do have a recipe, I think, with that one here in just a second. I'm going to give you Haunted Night. So can't wait to share in with that one. All right. So we're going to move on down and we're going to talk about some more. No, I actually do have it. It's right here. I'm going to mix a recipe with that one. So I'm going to give you another recipe. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of recipes today. All right. So this is Fall Sunset. So I'm going to go grab two of my absolute favorites that I think I paired up. Let's see. Flannel blanket and rustling leaves. All right. So I got, yep, they're right down here. All right. Flannel blanket and rustling leaves. Very, very pretty. So we're going to make a fall sunset recipe. Rustling leaves is definitely a fragrance that you need for the fall, your fall arsenal. It is fantastic. Aromatic leaves, crisp autumn air, and sprinkling woods. And then we're going to pair up some flannel blankets. Buy this in a diffuser oil, and you'll thank me later with your Mr. Dapper Bones, because this is a beautiful scent. My favorite. This and pumpkin bread. So luxurious sandalwood, white musk, and warm amber. And then we're going to pair in that midnight moon. So the route that I was going with this one is that I have two amber-based fragrances, okay? Your midnight moon and then your flannel blanket. And then your rustling leaves is going to give it that that fresh, a little hint of, like crunchy leaf pine smell. Kind of rope it all in together, right? So definitely a different fragrance than you would imagine, but it really works. So I'm doing 2 scoops of each. So 2 scoops of midnight moon, 2 scoops of flannel blanket, and then 2 scoops of rustling leaves. This is going to be all equal parts. I did have a wonderful weekend. Welcome on in, Charlotte. I'm glad that you're here today. Glad that you're here. What do you suggest if we don't have rustling leaves? That's a toughie. I mean, it would change it up, Veronica. So I don't know. That would be, that would definitely change the recipe. I think if you were looking, if you had Fireside Vanilla would pair really well with the 2 other fragrances. Midnight Moon and Flannel Blanket would be really pretty. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, let me know if you make it, Sherry. Very, very pretty. So if you are just tuning in, we're talking about the fact that we have a Halloween sale going on. Lots of amazing fragrances that are back and on sale. So if you missed it, that's what we're doing. And then I'm giving you guys some of my favorite fall blends and Halloween recipes and then some. So that's what we're doing today. So definitely grab it up. We're going to move on, and I'm going to talk about another really rich fragrance that made its way into the sale as well. Transylvania Nights. Okay. A lot of smoke, a lot of mysteriousness going on with this fragrance. Your front note with this is spiced vanilla, followed by toasted tonka bean and smoked leather. I like it. This has got a little bit of a masculine smell to it. But I think it's everything combined. I love a good strong leather smell. It's not overpowering with leather. If you do have the new car leather, would be really pretty with this, would definitely pull out. And I would say, you know what? I would say this. Try new car leather, the Transylvania Nights, and I would put Fireside Vanilla with it. And I think you would have a perfect recipe right there. Yeah, definitely do that one. Are the customers able to see the Halloween sale? Kima, yes, ma'am. If you have them go, there is an actual Halloween tab underneath fragrances. I think I'm saying that correctly. Fragrances with the Halloween tab?
Under wax. Under wax.
Wax.
Under any of the categories. So wax, oil, home and body.
And you'll see Halloween sale.
Yes. Or there's a banner on the homepage they can click on to take you to
page as well. So yeah, they can all see it there. Okay? Yes. I'm good, Dom. I'm good to see you. So 2 different sizes. So yeah, so I would definitely pair this up, like I said. Pull in some new car leather and some Fireside Vanilla. I think you'd have a really pretty recipe with this. So a bag of sprinkles and a carton. Definitely a nice masculine smell even by itself, but lots of ideas for what you could pair that up with. I definitely would do that. And I think even because it has the tonka bean that is in that, tonka bean actually has a little bit of a vanilla caramel smell to your moment of calm that you guys love. Has it in there. So I think that if you paired this up with a caramel fragrance as well, like the caramel cauldron or any vanillas, it would definitely capitalize on how amazing that fragrance is. And so you're so sweet. Thank you. You got it? Did you? Good. I love that. Good. I'm glad you found it. Good. All right. We're going to move on down.
And
I am going to, let's see here.
Tammy just wanted to confirm, did you say new car leather as part of that recipe?
It's, part of that recipe. New car leather, any leather fragrance, but I say new car leather. I would do this Transylvania Nights and Fireside Vanilla and then let me know. I haven't done it, but that's exactly what I would pair with it. I think that's really exciting. I wish I had it, the new car leather, because I would totally do that right now.
That sounds really good.
Just right off the top of my brain. That's good. All right. Well, hopefully, if you make it, let me know. Okay. All right. Next up, I have Poisoned Apple. It's a lone little bag all by itself, but this is a perfect apple fragrance. We all need apple. You like Fall Sunset. Good. Good. I love it that you love it. All right. We have somebody that made the Fall Sunset. Sherry did over on the Facebook. So just so y'all know, she loves it. All right. Poisoned Apple. We have notes of red apple, warm spice, and then buttery sugar crumble. Oh my goodness. So for this one, I really pick up on that final note. You do smell the apple initially, but then that buttery sugar crumble at the tail end of this is perfection. Very pretty. So only available in a bag of sprinkles. Definitely a perfect fall fragrance right there. This would blend with any pumpkin smell, any bakery smell. You could pair it with funfetti cake batter. It would be wonderful, like an apple cake. Add some cinnamon. I don't think this would be very complex at all to blend. Your spice note that's at the middle of that, that obviously we took some time and talked about spices. Any bakery fragrance would be really good with that. Farmhouse cider would be fantastic with that. Pumpkin bread would be really good with it. Lots of ideas for that one. So you're excited that Ghostly Marshmallow is back and it's on sale, Anita. Yeah.
Okay, Shelly said she did make that blend that you just suggested with the new car leather, Transylvania Nights, and Fireside Vanilla, and it is perfect.
Ha! Okay, love it. More where that came from. We're going to continue. That was fun. I love it. I love it that you guys love the recipes. I'm going to have lots of those tomorrow, too. Trust me. We've got lots of recipes to do. All right. So next up is Spooky Spice Pumpkin, also hanging out by itself in a carton. All right. So I have notes with this one of brown sugar, baked vanilla, and allspice. Very pretty pumpkin fragrance right here. This is very, very bakery pumpkin. It's delicious. It's perfect just like it is. Honestly, I don't think this needs, it doesn't have to have anything paired up with it, but it can. It's definitely one of those fragrances. I love the brown sugar note that is in this. What I think I call out the most is exactly that. That cinnamon pumpkin would be also really pretty with this. You could even pair up the two of these together, I think would be wonderful. You'd have a little apple pumpkin action going on. So just, lots of things that you could do with this, but a great fragrance. That marshmallow, hold up. That Ghostly Marshmallow would be really good with that. Because this has got your brown sugar, so you'd have like a pumpkin fluff going on. Really excited. All right, so lots of ideas for that. Okay, maybe tomorrow we'll do that and then some. Maybe we'll take that one and make some more. So definitely. All right, making its way into a diffuser. How do we still have? All right, this is too good. I gotta. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this fragrance right here. Oh man, is that pretty? So this fragrance here, this is potion number 13, was so popular. The only format that we have it available in is a diffuser oil. And I'm telling you what, unless I think it might still be available in the Blend Bash. It might be available online in the Blend Bash in a sprinkle. I love this fragrance so much for so many different reasons. Obviously, it's got amber in it. But aquatic bergamot is your front note, followed by tonka, and then amber. It is the most perfect, beautiful, it has a little bit of a perfume-like smell, but the warmth of the amber that is in this, I have used this exact diffuser oil, and it's absolutely everything. I don't know how it's even still available, so definitely one that you want. Caramel brittle. Yeah, is caramel brittle showing up, Anita? Or are you thinking that's what we would make? That sounds like a good recipe. I don't know how this is available. I'm telling you, that is a stunning fragrance. So pretty. So on sale too, right? To boot. Definitely go grab it. All right. What are you guys ordering? Let me know what you are. If you have questions, of course, I still have Rachel in here with me. And I don't know. I'm going to go grab my phone real quick. I don't know if stuff's selling out. Is it selling out, Rachel?
It is.
What?
Everything
You guys
is
are
while
loving
supplies
it?
last. They got
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So many good stuff. I really love that. Man, do I love that potion number 13. I'm going to have to take that with me. I might have to. All right, next up, one of my favorite products we've ever had. Body lotion spray in a very, very amazing fragrance. Speaking of amazing fragrances, Tombstone Petals. All right, if you have not tried our body lotion spray, let me know in the comments. I love it for so many reasons. It's easy to apply. This is our hydrating body lotion spray. It's absolutely wonderful. Tombstone Petals is the fragrance that it's available in, and it's on sale. This is a very, very, very pretty fragrance. This fragrance actually initially launched last year, and I gotta say that what made me fall in love with it was it actually, Nicole and I did a lot of shooting. Well, she did a lot of videos and such with this fragrance and a diffuser oil. So at that time we were smelling it on the continuum, and both of us just fell so much in love with this scent. Now available in a hydrating body lotion spray. What's amazing is that it has a 360 turn on it. It's easy to apply. It soaks right into your skin, and it's good for you. It's infused with essential oils, vitamins A, E, and B5, eco-friendly, easy to apply. We have so many different fragrances in this exact product online as well. So definitely you guys are loving it. It's a wonderful product in my opinion, and that's a fantastic fragrance. The Osmanthus Petals is one of the fragrance notes that's in this. I feel like is definitely what draws me into this scent. It has a lighter floral to it. Oh gosh, it's just so nice. It's really nice. And I think it's nice for those of us that maybe don't wear perfume. That fragrance will stay on your skin. So it's just a nice pair up, definitely. Any idea when accents will be available for the plug-in diffuser? I don't, Bev. I don't know. You haven't tried any? You definitely need to get it. Yeah, because it is wonderful, Jennifer. It's so easy to apply. You'll fall in love with it. Trust me, it's good stuff. All right, we got a few more fragrances that I want to talk about that are still available in the line today. So here in front of me, I have Witch's Brew. Witch's Brew. Notes of caramel apple, maple donut, and vanilla bean. Oh gosh, so pretty. Again, another gorgeous. The maple is really strong in this one, so it's definitely gourmand. Witch's Brew, very pretty. Very, very fall fragrance driven, and I feel like this is a good strong scent. I thought I had one with that. It may be one of those that we do tomorrow. Yeah. It looks like I do have some recipes for that one tomorrow. So we'll definitely be tapping into that, this scent and then some, because I made up some recipes today. So Witch's Brew, it looks like it's only available today in a carton of sprinkles as a part of the sale. So if you want it, go grab it. It will not last long because that's a very, very pretty fragrance. Last but not least, I want to capitalize on Vampire Kiss. Vampire Kiss is another amazing fragrance that made its way back into the sale. Vampire Kiss has notes of maraschino. I was trying to get it out. Maraschino cherry, dark rose with velvet vanilla musk at the tail end. This is a romantic fragrance. Very pretty. That vanilla musk is what I think ties all of this together. So definitely a very, very pretty romantic scent. Available not only in a carton, but also in a bag of sprinkles. So I think we have.
You did have a request.
I did.
Hot tub skeleton. Sabrina wanted to know if you could show that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go grab it.
I don't think it was one of them.
Yeah, because there were a lot of things today. There's so many things that are on. If you definitely want to see something, let Rachel know. I'll just go grab them. You can leave it right where it's at. Hot tub skeleton. I also have that candy corn gnome. We'll talk about him and the Senorita Skull too. Lots of stuff that I know. I felt like we had so much to cover today. All right, so this is your hot tub skeleton. Very, very cute, very fun. He's actually sitting on the top on the dish. Your skeleton is. The green coming down the side makes it look like he's in a hot tub. He has your traditional handles on the side of a cauldron. And then of course your peg legs. Green in color, right? This is going to heat with a hot plate. So definitely for those of us that like a little spook in the season, that's for you. So he is part of the sale. He's kind of like a matte finish, so which gives him kind of the illusion of stone almost. Like he's different textured than the rest of the simmer pot is. Very, very cute. So you need a mop solution. Okay, Mia, send that in. Definitely send that in. All right, I'm going to go grab these other 2 simmer pots that I didn't get a chance to get to today, and then that way we can all see them all. Lots of exciting stuff is a part of the sale today, so definitely don't sleep on any of it. Making its way into the sale, we have been waiting for the candy corn gnome. Look no further. This guy is adorable. Look at him. All right. Oh, look at that cute little recipe in there too. I wonder what that is. That's so pretty the way that. Ooh, that's got some farmhouse cider in it. All right. Oh, I messed it up. Okay, so his little hat sits right on top. Very, very cute. Gnomes are really on trend here at Pink Zebra Home. Awesome. Thank you. Just very, very cute. He's kind of like a little dumpy gnome, a little fluffy. He's got holes on the top of his hat, and of course your traditional candy corn that we were just talking about. So you grab your candy corn fragrance for your candy corn gnome. See? Okay, very, very cute, right? So he's also part of the sale as well as Senorita Sugar Skull. Senorita Sugar Skull. She's our last lady as a part of the sale. So lots of definition with her, with the rose, lots of detail and then some. She's got a really pretty face all kind of pulled out there. Sets, along the bottom. I think I love the way her hair kind of cascades down. So she is a simmer pot. Your sprinkles are going to set in there. And she's going to fragrance your home like that.
Brittany's asking, what do you do with the wax when it's done?
So there's a couple different ways. I find like the easiest way for me is because our wax is so clean. And of course it's made right here in Sugar Land, Texas out of a soybean, soft soy wax. It definitely soaks into anything quickly. So what I do is if the wax is liquefied and in the dish is I will take a few cotton balls and just stick that in there and then take the cotton balls out and throw them in the trash. If the actual wax is hard or cold in your dish, you can take your actual dish for your simmer pot, or if it's your simmering light dish, and pop it into the freezer, and it will actually pop out just like a puck. Okay, so there's an easy way to do it as well. And then just basically whenever you notice the fragrance is gone, that's time for you to change your wax. So, okay. Lots of good stuff. So tomorrow we're going to do an even deeper dive into some of these fragrances. There were so many fragrances that are a part of the sale. So definitely don't miss out on a lot of these. This again, the sale's going to run through Friday, but it's also while supplies last. So don't say I didn't tell you so. It's like the vault show. Keep that in mind, right? So you definitely. Did the mystery boxes restock? I do not think so, Pat. I don't believe so. But I could be wrong about that. So definitely keep checking back in the website though for those items. Come Wednesday, for those of us that are, for those of you that are customers in the field, I've got some surprises up my sleeve and then some. So October 1st is very quickly approaching us. So I'll definitely be excited to share some stuff with you on Friday or on Wednesday. So I'm going to hop off of here. You guys go shop, go grab some stuff. Trust me on the ghostly marshmallow. Trust me on the caramel cauldron. All of these are an amazing, amazing value. You definitely want to grab the cartons. You get the most bang for your buck. Lots of good stuff. So thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.